We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show.
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
Good day.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Stephen Jack Butella.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from sunny Southern California.
Today, we talk about, are you in the beginning or the middle or the efficient part of your land career? Beginning, middle, and the end of there's always the beginning, middle, and the end of everything.
True.
Where are we?
Oh, we're in the efficiency.
No, I mean you and I as a couple.
Oh, it changes day to day. Just kidding.
Maybe the end was yesterday.
Yeah, exactly. Well, considering we're spending a lot more time together now.
We're not in the beginning.
Changed. We're not in the beginning. Yeah, the honeymoon period was long gone. And in the middle, yeah, we might be nearing the end. Just kidding.
How does it work for women? How does it work for women? Do you really love the very beginning of the relationship?
Oh, of course. Oh my gosh. Most women do. We get all excited. It's new. It's fresh. He calls me baby, It's all great. And in the middle, it's kind of sweet. Now we've progressed. It's nice. And at the end, if I hear baby one more time.
That's exactly how it is for men.
Yeah.
My God. She's talking to me? Please stop talking to me.
Oh, my God. I'm going to baby this. Watch.
Oh, Jill.
It's going to be give me another damn, whatever, baby. So, yeah, that's really how it goes.
So, Jill and I were, we're in the middle of this virus thing right now. So if you're listening a year from now. So we went over to this friend of ours' houses and she said and Jill and I just shockingly looked at each other. We use you guys as an example of, how a relationship should be.
Oh, she said that?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed
Blondie
that part. I know who you're talking about. I think I missed that part.
We talk about you guys all the time. This is how it should be. I'm that's hilarious.
Should not. Don't do what we do.
So
that's great.
And it occurred to me, and this is how I explained it to this person who's, her house where we were is the only confrontation that Jill and I ever have together is based on working together.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time you and I have ever had any kind of anything.
No.
That's
Socially.
negative. So that's with us. It's just always
how we live or, picking up or just our day-to-day
anything
up.
about the kids, anything.
That's true.
It's always the stupid companies we have.
That's true.
So I don't know what the point is here.
I don't either.
Beginning, middle, and the end. So we can end. My point is we have control over that.
Yeah.
We don't have as much control or say in
whether or not I can walk on my own beach.
Yeah. Before we get into it, even though we already have, Let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free. And I feel sorry for you if you just came to this show because you want to learn about buying and selling land.
It's silly. All right. Dan wrote, "Hi, Land Academy. I have a few counties that I'd like to mail, specifically certain pockets in counties that I would like to mail. Would it be advantageous to use NeighborScoop to draw a circle around a pocket, download that info and mail to those owners?
No.
I haven't used it yet, but I can scrub out everything except vacant lots. I guess a question mark. Is that possible? I would like to mail about 2,000 mailers a month and $150 for the info. Doesn't seem too expensive. Thanks, Dan."
This is a fantastic question. And I'm glad I'm going to clear the air on the topic. Using NeighborScoop is not the ideal way to do a mailer. You can do it, but it's going to take a long time. And it's not the most efficient way. And all of you, the topic today is beginning, middle, and the end, or the efficient portion of your career. If you've ever done a mailer, you know that downloading data into a CSV or an Excel file is the optimal way to do it. And the more you can scrub out on the front end to get it into a mailer, the better. NeighborScoop's not for that. You can do it. You can draw a polygon around, for houses or for like a subdivision type mailer. It's fantastic. It's great for that. But if you're going to look at a whole county, let's say you want all the 5-acre properties in a county, that's not the best way to do it. You can do it, but it's
you have to sit. You're going to get everything, and you have to sit and sort by now the size and put them and do that. So you might have extra stuff you don't want. Even businesses might pop in there that you don't want.
So Jill and I built Land Academy and House Academy, these companies, this entity, around how we use data, and what I think is the best way for us anyway. And so there's a lot of different products that are involved in being successful buying and selling real estate. And so for buying for what you want to do here, 2,000 mailers a month, RealQuest is great. DataTree is great. We're licensed providers. As a member, you get all that stuff. What NeighborScoop is for is clicking through to see who owns what and getting stats like in a spatial way. So I've heard some of our advanced members use NeighborScoop like this. I only want to buy properties that are waterfront in a specific community that I know I can buy and resell property very, very effectively in a community in Florida. So you click through all the waterfront properties, you get their information, or maybe you have a VA do it.
You could even draw a little polygon around the lake. Yeah. That's okay. That's how I see it. Or even just like a neighbor letter.
But for, like for instance, Jill and I just mailed 20 or 30,000 very specific zoning specific mailers out in Los Angeles County. It was a very effective mailer. And you could never do that in NeighborScoop. You could do it. It would take like months. So there's lots of tools. And NeighborScoop's not a mailer tool.
Great question, though.
Yeah.
I love it.
Today's topic, are you in the beginning, the middle, or the efficient part of your land career? This is the meat of the show. In the beginning, you question whether or not this is actually real.
Same as in a relationship. Okay, you talk about business and I'll talk about being in a relationship.
What do you mean you guys send mailers out? You send offers out? What the hell are you talking about? What is that? That's the beginning.
You guys think you're soulmates?
What's wrong with you, Jill?
I don't know. I'm punchy. Okay.
In the middle, it's like, all right, you've accepted the fact that it works. The mailing thing works. Real estate, you can buy and sell real estate. In the beginning, you have questions like, who the hell's going to sign a letter for, who's going to sell their property for less than it's worth? Well, the same people that have a garage sale. They're the same people that, sell a bunch of stuff just to get it out of their garage. They know it's worth more.
Congratulations. His bathroom habits don't gross you out.
You just wanted to say that sentence. It has nothing to do with what I'm saying.
That's the middle.
You know what, Joe? Get it out. This is the forum. This is the format for you to get out all the stuff you've been thinking for like 10 years.
No. That's the middle of the relationship. You realize, yeah, I can live with that guy. He does use deodorant. Okay. Never.
Is it that bad?
No.
Like, women just disgusted.
Some guys are
disgusted by men.
On. So yeah, when the men that leave food out for days, that is disgusting. Yeah.
Is that a gender specific thing, or maybe like
that's a good question.
For people who regularly do craft?
It's probably not a gender specific. I'm sure there are women that do that too.
I think so too.
I'm just saying. So that's the middle of the relationship. You are a good fit. You figured out the male part. You figured out the living together part.
My senior year in college, I lived in a house with about, 8 or 10 people. And there was one bathroom. There's three girls that lived in one room. It was cheap, man. Way cheaper than living in a dorm. We were all trying to just get done with college at that point.
Right.
And those girls were a mess. Like, it was a day of hairspray. I don't know. Do people use hairspray anymore?
Not so much, but I know what you're talking about.
Just hairspray everywhere. Like hairspray on the shower curtain. Yeah. Just hairspray on everything. So I always look back on that about people just when women say men are dirty or just their habits are dirty. I look back on that time in college.
So yeah, it's not gender specific. No. Okay, go to the efficiency part now, because then I have my part.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the beginning of your career, you question whether or not this works. In the middle of your career, bless you, sweetheart.
Thank you. Excuse me.
In the middle, you've already sent a mailer out or a couple of mailers, and you've bought or sold a few properties. And so now you're at that's really what the show is about, this episode. You're at that pivotal point. I love that pivotal point, by the way, because you know it works. You've already talked to or somehow involved yourself in this community. So you know, not just from us, you get it from other members that are probably a little bit further in their ahead in their career. And they're like, yeah, man, it's like, so you're honing your skills. And those are the Jill and I do consulting calls all the time. And it's at that point where everyone's like, wow, we did 8 deals and it turns out we can make a couple $100,000 a month doing this. I love that portion. And then the efficient part, it's where the end. And I don't want to use end because it never ends. The efficiency part is, all right, I got a couple or a few people working for me. All the stuff that I don't like to do, I'm subbing it out to other people so they can do it. And for me, it's, Jill loves to answer the phone. I don't. So, I subbed it out to her. That's what happened. I mean, in the efficiency part of my career, Jill and I got together and made it crazy efficient. I'm good at the front end acquisition part. Jill's great at the sales back end part. So where are you in your career? No matter what, here's the point of the show or the episode. If you are in the beginning and you're questioning this, stop it. What you should really be asking.
Don't stop doing it, but stop questioning it.
What you really should be asking, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
What you should be asking yourself is this for me? Because there's no question that it works. It absolutely works, and it'll work forever. It's been going on since real estate. Since the beginning of real estate, people have been buying it and reselling it. There's no question about it. The question is, are you a data person? Do you revel in Excel? And really, like, whatever you're doing right now, Land Academy and House Academy is not going to save you from yourself. It's going to, if you're very successful at what you do already, buying and selling real estate, you're going to be successful at it. This is just tools. It's just tools and sources of data and ways to manipulate stuff to your advantage. If you own a convenience store and it's really going well, you're going to kill it at Land Academy. If you're failing at whatever you're doing right now, this isn't the answer for you.
That's a good point. You ready for my part?
Yes.
Okay. So here's to take that efficiency thing from what you just said from your business to the relationship example of mine. The efficiency part is congratulations. Now you're committed. How can you successfully cohabitate without killing each other?
I have a bunch of questions.
Do you now have different bathrooms? Do you now have different staggered times in the kitchen? Do you now cook separate meals? Whatever it is.
On behalf of all men, I'm going to ask a few questions because women in the beginning of the relationship are so enthusiastic and they just so much they really like, it comes out of their pores how much of a commitment they want. But then the minute that you make the commitment, not the minute, maybe like the week after, you make a real commitment, and it doesn't have to be marriage, whatever. It just seems like all right, I got the guy and that's it. I won. Everybody who's listening to this.
What percentage of that?
Everybody who's listening to this, every man is like, oh, shit, that exactly happened to me.
I would like to know what percentage of that is true in your experience.
0. Oh, you mean like with women?
Yeah.
100% of the women.
Me included.
No, actually, no, not with you.
Well, then let's knock that number down a little bit. Don't say 100%.
All right. Yeah. 90%.
Okay. So there were 10? All right, I'm even going to go there.
Yeah, probably 10.
Okay. All right. So what was the question?
Why do women, what the real question is this, why is commitment so important, biologically important to women? I don't get it.
I think it's to men also.
I don't see that.
I do. I think because you know what? Come on. Don't you men like to be in a secure relationship where you're going to wake up every day next to that person that's something you checked off your list?
Nope.
That you don't have to think about. Do you really want to get a new girl every month?
Oh, I'm not going to answer that.
Oh, wait a minute. We got to talk. Excuse me. All right.
Do I want a new girl every month? Absolutely not. That's
Okay.
not the case. But I don't want to.
How often?
But it has nothing to do with wanting a
Okay.
new girl. I don't want to be like, I just don't want to get in a rut. Like,
I
does that work
understand.
with women?
Yeah,
Like
same
that?
thing. We don't want to be in a rut, too. I don't want to be in a rut. Oh. I don't know where to go from here. I think it's going to go down.
I think we should end the show.
Okay. Happy you could join us today.
Not really, though.
Yeah. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, we are right here on the Land Academy Show. Every Tuesday and Thursday, you can find us on the House Academy Show.
Tomorrow, the episode on the House Academy show is called Is Now the Time to Diversify into Land or Houses? You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
This has been a weird week. We're
Yeah, and I think
obviously,
it's okay.
yeah,
I think it's good.
yeah.
We're laughing, not
Well, that's
crying.
true. That's good.
All kidding aside, Jill, it's a pleasure to be in a relationship with you.
Same here.
Like 98% of the time.
I wouldn't go that high personally, but I'm
What
right
are you,
there.
like 75?
Yeah, 75 is good.
So 75% is,
That's above
one quarter.
average.
So if you break that down into
That's
days,
above average.
if you give it, break it down into a week, you have 3 good days and 2,
5 good days.
5 good
5
days
good
and,
days and 2.
and 2 are like,
One's okay, and then the other one sucks. Just
so
kidding.
I've always, Jill and I, until recently, have always lived in a house where there's a guest house, where it's 2 separate houses. And I swear that is the key to a long-term relationship.
This house doesn't have that, but we do have different
A
levels.
lot of different floors.
So that makes that we can adapt.
Yeah.
It's good. The Land Academy Show remains commercial free for you, our loyal listeners. So wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, please subscribe and rate us there.
We are Steve and Jill.
and
Information
inspiration.
to buy undervalued property.